For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. 3 Hues Painting Studio. Come paint, sip, and party at 3 Hues. Visit our website today at 3hueshouston.com.
Welcome back to another episode of Intermission. I am your host, Jarvis Ziggy Newsom. You can find me all across the social media, Scope, Sphere, Platform, whatever, at Ziggy Numbnuts, ZIGGYNUMBNUTS, because, hey, I'm feeling good. I thought I'd spell it out this time. And the guy who, he didn't originate it, but he made the truffle shuffle even perfect, Howard Jerome. Truffle shuffle.
All right, y'all. How?
What's up, man? You just say how?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, man.
Oh, and there's mine right there.
There we go.
I drink
in honor of all things great.
Yes.
God.
Oh, we will be talking about that later on in the show.
So I already know, Game of Thrones yesterday.
Yes. And this is gonna be a dope episode. Just to let y'all know, we got a lot to talk about. But first things first. Next week, Facebook Live will be starting around 7:30 instead of 9 o'clock. So we're moving up. So you won't be all sleepy and shit.
Moving on up.
Yeah, there you go. And definitely check that out. Earlene, thank you for joining us. I see we got Jada and I with us as well.
What's up, ladies?
Man. So now here's a good thing. I tried to think of a subject, and this was a pretty dope subject. We're halfway through the summer.
So many good movies.
Early, why so early? Well, it helps us out because I actually work pretty early in the morning. So
I work early in the morning sometimes.
Sometimes. And it definitely helps us out.
Yeah.
So we're moving up to 7:30. But like I said, it'll still be available. We share it, so you can still watch it. You just may not be able to comment live.
Yeah, we've got a lot of fans requesting to come on early because they catch in the tail end of the show, and it's like everybody wants to
have sleep.
Yeah,
and also like I said, if you don't make the live, we still post pictures of what we talk about on live, so you can have discussion there. So.
And Facebook never sleeps, so if you ever want
to
call Jarvis a Jive Turkey, Facebook is always there for it.
I
read that somewhere. I mean, I've been keeping up with this stuff. Have you seen this stuff with Whoopi Goldberg and trying to get Disney to release the Song of the South? That old racist ass 1942 movie. Yeah. With Uncle Rufus. Yeah, man. So I've been reading that, and I'm just like, I got all these weird old South comments running through my head. It's funny. But
what Gary Lee say? Slackers can't stay awake.
Dog. The word is awake. AWAKE.
Anyways, this time we're gonna talk about something that I think we all can talk about, and that is the halftime report. We're halfway through the summer. We've had some dope movies. We had some not so dope movies. Now I'm gonna bring this up, and we talked about it a little bit before the show. Baby Driver. I actually have to drop this category down.
And that just seems really crazy to me. He mentioned this before when I first walked in the door. Yeah. And I told him to hold off because I wanted you guys to be able to see me being stunned. I actually thought I was going to have more of a reaction to that. Yeah. But I'm really curious to know why. I was
hoping a little bit more for that whole picture on that point. But
yeah, that's close enough, I guess.
But like I said, it's there. The second act to it. It takes such a weird turn. Like characters are not even. It's like characters reading other roles almost.
So yeah, you were saying so. I can see it with John Hamm's character because he came across as being so nice and understanding.
But Now his character's actually one of the ones I understand because he didn't get that way until
till chick died. The daughter was there. No, we'll go ahead and spoil.
Well, it started when Baby tried to leave.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you're like, what the fuck, man? You
but
know,
he told him though, if you were gonna leave,
just leave.
Yeah. But he didn't snap until Darling died, and they tell him his backstory and all that stuff, and I get that. But
so his I actually understand, but like stuff, I'm like, baby, you knew you had. It was. I think he was. Maybe he wasn't autistic, but something seems to be off about Baby.
Well, yeah, he's got he's isolated. He isolates himself from people. I mean, he's a classic introvert, and he has this terrible ring in his ear. Had a super traumatic ass childhood. Lives with someone who's deaf, so he just doesn't talk much.
Well, not only that though, but his rationale doesn't quite always add up. Like, I'm doing crimes, so I'm gonna record them.
Wait, say that again.
I'm doing all these crimes with all these criminals, but I'm gonna record every single one.
Well, okay, so he's also a kid still. So he doesn't make the best decisions, and that's one of these details where you can kind of overlook because it doesn't really do much with the plot except set up that we're gonna go and take out old your foster father. And if you remember what the recordings were, he doesn't really record them like saying anything incriminating. It's mostly them talking shit about him.
Well, I actually gotta agree with Gary Lee. See, that's the thing. I had it more of a B+.
Well, I wouldn't give it a B-.
See, I gotta go down to B-.
I'm about B+. See, actually, I'd probably give it an A- because it's actually exactly what I thought it would be. It's just the popcorn flick that just happens to be a little bit better than most popcorn flicks.
Now, the action, the cinematography, I love. So that's what keeps it from going any further. But that was my thing with Baby Driver.
Damn, though, B-. That's kind of rough, dog. It's definitely better than that.
Like I said, it's something about the characters. I can't quite pinpoint it.
Well, for me, it seemed too much of like a Guy Ritchie film.
Maybe so.
It's like Guy Ritchie's little brother shot the film.
Maybe so.
But the cinematography was on point. I like the soundtrack. I've got the whole soundtrack on my phone I still listen to. And I think that I always forget his name, but the character who plays Baby Driver, the actor who plays Baby Driver, we at least got to see that he has some decent acting range versus what we saw in Insurgent with him being being Trish's older brother, because that was horrible. The whole movie was horrible. But
so what are some of your disappointments? Movies you thought were going to be good and turned out not to be.
Okay, so this one I kind of assumed was going to be bad, but it was way worse than I thought it was. I don't even know if it came out it came out when did the new XXX come out? It came out like earlier in the year, so I guess
like
April.
Yeah.
So we're gonna count that one anyways.
Yeah,
but definitely that one because I couldn't even watch it. I turned it off. Let's see. Transformers was a steaming pile of shit. I thought it was gonna be a little bit better.
No, I expected it to be a steaming
but I didn't think it was gonna be as bad as it was. And on top of all that, the story actually had potential.
Yeah.
And it started off like okay until they brought out the fucking dragon.
Dude, I stopped with yeah. Like I told you the first 20 minutes I texted you, was like, dude.
My whole thing was just that they really just try to rewrite everything. I know we talked about that, how every time they go back on a movie, they try to rewrite part of the past movies and all this stuff, but they just went way too far. Now, Erlene, you mentioned this. I've been trying to start The Last Pirates, and I haven't been able to get past the first, 15, 20 minutes, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to see it since what's his name, Anthony Bardo?
Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem's in it.
That's correct.
Yes, we said it was a terrible movie. You were right. What I'm saying is that it was way worse than I thought it was going to be because the story actually seemed like it could have been solid, like a decent, at least,
Yeah.
Like he was attempting to tell a good story because we know Michael Bay can tell stories because, he did Armageddon.
Gary Lee transformed suck metallic balls.
Yeah, it was straight up garbage.
What was the King Arthur movie? That was
didn't watch that.
That was sort of disappointing.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna be good though. I mean,
I was giving it a chance, and I was, like I said, it's a C.
Yeah, but
and I thought it at least would have been a B, but it's a C.
I didn't think it was. I know we talked about this from the very beginning, but I told you I was not excited about that movie. I knew it was gonna be bad. I know.
And it's weird because he's doing the new Aladdin, the live action Aladdin.
Oh, which doesn't make any sense. I don't dog. Stay in your lane. You make shoot 'em up films.
Hey,
you don't redo that Disney movies.
Well, no, he actually did decent with Sherlock Holmes.
There's a lot of action in that movie.
There's gonna be a lot of action in that.
I can't wait to see Will Smith play the genie though. That's gonna be hilarious.
You know who I wanted for the genie? Jay Pharoah, because he does impressions.
See, I got a problem with Jay Pharoah. I don't really. What? I'm not really a fan of Jay Pharoah.
Why?
Man. He reminds me a lot of like Kel from Kenan and Kel, but also, you know how I don't really want. You know how sometimes you watch certain comedians and you kind of just like, man, we just got set back a little bit. That's kind of, he's not as bad, but it's just, I don't know. He's never been somebody I just found entertaining. But I tell you what, though, my favorite movie so far this summer has been Spider-Man. Spider-Man, and then War for the Planet of the Apes. That last War of the Planet of the Apes, I think, has definitely been the best one in the whole series.
That's actually like tied for my first is Spider-Man and War of the Planet of the Apes. You know what? I was surprised when I made the post with the picture. People kept saying they were disappointed in Wonder Woman.
Now, I've been seeing that a lot lately, too, and that didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman was a dope-ass movie, and I totally forgot. Now looking at it, I forgot about Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, Wonder Woman was dope, and not to mention she looked the part. I mean, she had the look. I mean, even when she smiled, her smile felt like Wonder Woman. And speaking of smiles, this portion of the show is sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon the foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel like that they're a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Patisse and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make your appointment today with Dr. Sandra Patisse at Elite Dental at 713-789-8680. Yeah. I mean, but like I said, I couldn't understand what that was, Wonder Woman. I mean, I'm like, now, don't get me wrong. I have a disappointment with Wonder Woman.
And what's that?
The Snyder Field.
Man, you gotta let that go. That wasn't bad.
No, but here's the thing.
It was a nice little touch to it.
The beginning of it, while she was still on the island, felt great.
Oh, that's because it was bright.
It looked nothing like a Snyder movie.
It was sunny,
right?
And there was colors, and
then of course, you know, all right.
The only thing that I kind of lost it at was towards the end of the battle with Ares.
It looks like a Snyder fight scene, basically.
Yeah, it felt a little derivative, but I mean, overall, it was by far the best DC movie, minus, not including the other 3 Christopher Nolan Batmans. But
well, technically, they say that doesn't count as far as the DCEU.
I mean, because it's not like it's not in the same universe, for sure. But I mean, hell, it's not even the same Batman. But I think as far as movies so far though,
Split did come out earlier this year, but that was more.
That was way.
Yeah, that's like first quarter. That was like January.
January. I said fall. I'm gonna say winter, but
winter was here.
Yeah, winter came. But
Reem, what's up, homie?
In terms of best movie, I think it has to go to Spider-Man,
and
Wonder Woman, War of the Planet of the Apes, and like Guardians.
Yeah, I gotta include Guardians.
Dog, that Mummy movie is garbage.
It's
so bad.
You saw what I'm talking about?
I watched half of it and I was like, nah, I'm getting off on this.
Like, we had people talking about, oh, the Mummy was great. Oh, you need to check out the Mummy. No, don't. It is not worth it. I mean,
they rewrite Egyptian mythology.
Right. You remember we were going off on it. I think you weren't here. I think I had Gary here.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it. I mean, they were changing gods and everything. And
yeah, they did a horrible job.
So, yeah. And like I said, that wasn't so much a movie than it was a bounce to other movies.
Yeah.
They were trying to set up every movie. It's sort of like Batman vs. Superman. Batman vs. Superman probably could have been a good 45 minutes cut from it, but they were trying to set up everything.
So that's the problem now, is that with all these movies that are opening up universes, they're just commercials for other commercials. Is what it just turns out to be.
Everybody wants to do Marvel, and they don't realize Marvel set out this plan and said it's going to take this long to get to this point.
Yeah, they didn't just jump in half cocked. They went in full tilt and knew what was going on.
Jada falls asleep every time.
She does.
It's a horrible.
5 minutes into the movie, same exact scene when they get down to the tomb.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Oh my God.
It's terrible though, man.
It is, man. But I mean,
and you know Tom Cruise is past his prime, and the funny thing.
Well, thing is,
he's
got a movie coming out that I actually sort of want to see.
Mm-hmm.
The American Made.
Yeah.
So I want to check that out.
We'll see. It feels like a blow film to me, though.
It sort of does.
But
Cocaine Cowboys, kind of feel.
Yeah, Cocaine Cowboys. I'm trying to read what Gary was talking about. That was late 2016.
What, Split? No, Split was in January. I believe so.
I don't know what he's talking about, man. Whatever, you know.
But
stay downstairs, Gary. You ain't in the room right now.
But I mean, here's the thing: we've had some good hits, we had some good misses. Nothing was really unexpected, I could say, for me.
Yeah, I think everything's been kind of spot on to what we thought. Fast and the Furious is by far the best movie ever.
You just
No, I said Triple X was horrible. That was terrible. But and well, let's be real here. You know, you're excited about the spinoff they're about to have.
Now that
so
I'm looking forward to, because you actually got actors.
Whatever, dog.
But also now we got the second half coming up with the other summer, and we got a lot of movies that seem pretty good. We got Atomic Blonde. We got Dunkirk coming out this coming weekend. We got Valerian, Atomic Blonde.
I'm very excited about Valerian because, like I said, I didn't even see that was even a movie until about 3 weeks ago. And I thought it was like a new Avatar. I was like, that's crazy. And then all of a sudden,
although the trailer felt sort of weak, I'm still interested in The Dark Tower.
Man, I am so leery about that, especially after that cheesy lines like "I kill with my heart." And I was just like,
yeah,
come on, Idris, you're better than that.
But also, we got The Hitman's Bodyguard.
I haven't seen too much buzz about it lately.
Well, it hasn't released another trailer. By now, it would have released a second trailer.
It should have.
So maybe it will upcoming soon.
Mm-hmm.
But and then we got a whole bunch of stuff in the fall. We got the new Kingsman. We got Blade Runner, which we're gonna talk about a little bit later.
I just want to know if I'm a replicant or not. That's all. That won't ever be
solved.
solved.
That's we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But
and then of course, new Star Wars, Last Jedi.
Yeah, and Thor. I think this is gonna be a good one because
Thor is by far the weakest movie series of
Marvel.
Yeah. I mean, this one they look like they can try and do a little bit better, but I don't really have high hopes for it.
I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance for sure, but my hopes aren't gonna be too high for it.
Yeah, but like I said, we're bringing this to a close. So thank you all for joining us, Jada, Gary, Junius, Kareem over at that Boom Bap, Nye, Erlene. Thanks for joining us. Hey, make sure y'all share this for us too, because I mean, you know, it helps us out, helps y'all out. I'm just saying. And then
help
also,
us help you.
You know, those of you who are watching this or seeing this for the first time, whatever, subscribe to this. iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher. And if you go to iTunes, make sure that you give us some feedback. Rate us. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like. Something, you may have an idea. We actually bring in ideas from our listeners and viewers about the show, and we will put them on. Who knows? We may even have you on here. So, and then, you know, if you can, you know, you got a little spare money, you know, go ahead and go to www.thesphere.
We're going to take this like the old Baptist churches. We're going to lock the doors and turn up the heat. No one's getting out until you give us 10%.
Right.
Give us your tithes and offerings.
And the way to do that is go to www.thesphere.donate. You got a single donation or you got to donate on Patreon, which means a monthly donation because, you know.
Dig down deep.
We'll take the, you know, middle work out of it for you. You know, we'll just, you know, just keep paying us. And like I said, we actually give it back to you. We've actually had events where we've gone to the movies with our listeners, and we're going to try to do it again soon. We wanted to do it Planet of the Apes, but we couldn't. It was so much going on this week.
yeah, you know. But and you know, we're fun to drink with.
Yeah.
Especially in the movie theaters.
In the movies.
You get a little rowdy.
Right. But thanks for checking us out. The whole show is about to continue on, and it will be available tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Full episode. Make sure you take a listen, take a watch.
I'm going to turn up the heat.
And we're going to turn up the heat. And that's right, Jada.
Yeah, Dunkirk. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess we could do it for Dunkirk.
We are checking it out. You know, heck, that might be another
I will be
event.
100% sober for that movie. I got to see the whole thing.
But thanks for joining us, and definitely check us out.
The North remembers.
Man, that was such a dope scene.
Yeah.
In fact,
Make sure y'all tune in because we've been talking about Game of Thrones.
yeah. Now, let's say that for a sec, because I'd rather talk about war first.
Well, here's my thing about war, okay?
Yeah.
The whole series was good for sure. I think this is by far the best one.
But it got better each movie.
But the thing is this, okay?
What?
The second one kind of blended into me for the first one. I like when I go back and think about it, I always like confused some of the events in the first one with the second one, and this one was good for sure. But some of the parts it just seemed to like kind of dragged on for a little bit.
Really, what part?
Kind of like when they were doing the whole them trying to figure out how they were going to get out of the internment camp and all that stuff. I felt like it just kind of moved a little slow, and then working up when they found that one gorilla that's been by himself the whole time.
Well, we don't want to give too much away, but also, I mean, I liked it. I like how it changes the pace. It didn't keep a steady pace. It goes fast, then it'll slow down. Then it'll go fast and slow down. Then it's like, oh, shit, then it'll slow down.
Yeah.
Then it'll pick up speed. And, like, I was glad I didn't get anything to drink when I went to the movies because I would have been pissed if I had gone to the restroom.
Yeah, because you would have missed some things for sure. I like the one thing that I never understood, though, that was in the movie was I wish they would have explained more about Woody Harrelson's character, like the commander, and what was the issue with that other faction of human beings, why they were at war. He mentions it quickly. He mentions it, but he doesn't say like what the backstory is behind that. And I feel like that could have been like a big detail in the movie. I mean, it was a huge thing that happened.
It was, but like I said, that was just. I mean, it has some pretty good twists.
Yeah,
it has some really good twists, and I'm like, it's a well executed movie. Which is crazy because, you know, most of the acting is motion caption. Mm-hmm. So props to Andy Serkis and his crew. I mean, the guy played Gollum and just made it even his own. Like, I would say, like, you got to at least consider a nomination for this guy to do stuff like that.
Well, shit, you got to consider Woody Harrelson because he played a phenomenal crazy man. Right. Like, I mean, you know, that's kind of his thing is that he always plays someone crazy. And, you know, I've noticed, too, that in a lot of his movies, he always has something blue on, too. Because, like, if you watch Seven Psychopaths, he had the blue-hilted gun. You watch this one, he's got the blue eyeglasses.
The Hunger Games.
He had
like a scarf or something
blue
like
scarf. The Natural Born Killers, I think he had.
I think that might be one. He didn't go blue.
Let's see. I'll have to research into that one. But it's kind of like with
like you sort of had to end it this way.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not something to dislike the movie about because I mean it was a good movie for sure. Yeah, and overall, the ending made sense. It was a logical conclusion to what was going on.
Overall, it was a good series. Now, someone made a rumor and said they were trying to do a fourth, and I was like, I can't really.
It wouldn't make any sense.
Right, it would, unless it's his son Cornelius.
Well, but here's the thing, though. The only way that would make sense with Cornelius is if Cornelius ends up being like Koba and wants to go out and start a war with humans now. Because
I don't know. Like I said, so I'm not.
Character,
that was a rumor, and I think this is the actual end. Probably this time next year, it's gonna be on TBS on a marathon or Spike, and I will sit down and watch the whole all three.
I'm just
definitely a dope movie. It was.
It's definitely worth going to see on a Friday night. For sure.
It is. Like I say, if you was paying,
because the movie's not good enough to see in 3D. There's just not enough in 3D for it to be justified.
Yeah. Here's the thing with the 3D in this movie. It's mostly just for the scenery.
Yeah.
So like
fuck
the trees and stuff like that.
Trees.
Yeah, that's all it's mostly for. It's the trees and the woods and stuff like that. Otherwise, you don't really need it. It's if you want to see it in 3D, go ahead. If you're a fan of it, I mean.
To be honest, I didn't even notice anything different.
It's only a couple of things. I would say 15 minutes on our next subject because.
To be honest, I mean, I don't even know if that's enough time for it. This is the thing we've been waiting for the most.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that because, you know, they always say that House Clegane is founded Clegane is founded on the bodies of children.
Right.
So here he is, like, you know, burying somebody that he killed, knowing that they would have not survived.
You know, even in the first or second season, you saw good even in his asshole demeanor.
Well, but the thing is that his brother is totally bad.
Yeah.
For sure. And he's a product of it. So notice is that throughout the whole series is that you've got him protecting Arya Stark, even though they've had their run-ins. But hell, she took him off his list. Protecting Sansa.
When the riot.
Yeah. And this is what I'm getting at, is that it's going to be really interesting to see, because he knows that Peter Baelish is the reason that their dad was killed. And Peter Baelish is also trying to marry. It's a fine moment.
Cersei's moment with Jaime in the courtyard. That showed me something about Cersei that I was starting to think.
Oh, yeah, because you think that she's going to kill him. The Iron Island.
Greyjoy.
Euron
Greyjoy.
Euron, yeah. When he makes that comment about his golden hand.
He's like, I'm handsome and I have 2 hands.
Yeah. Like, dog, but I banged my sister.
Yeah.
Like, that's so one of my friends who doesn't like the show. That was the one thing he was talking about. I don't even think he even got to that point to find out that they were brother and sister, because that probably would have definitely solidified that he does not want to watch the show.
Well, I mean, that's the first episode.
Yeah, but they don't talk about them being brother and sister until like
they talk about it.
No, but after they committed the murder or the attempted murder. So he just saw it just started off with them fucking. It was like, this ain't my kind of show.
No, they talk about it.
The reason why I know people who don't watch the show, because they're like, all right, so it's just basically porn. But it's so much more than that.
And it's crazy because
it's incest too.
Yeah. And it's crazy.
It's like now the show isn't relying on these quick gimmicks. Like they set that up to
so it
hooked you in,
got your attention,
and it was necessary for the plot and everything. But I can't. I mean, we long time ago we stopped seeing hookers on here. Peter Baelish's whole thing, like he's not in his brothel at all.
Right.
We don't see any.
Well, and the brothel destroyed. I can't remember if it's destroyed or not. I want to say it got destroyed.
Either way, it's background
done. Yeah, it's done.
It's an afterthought. Now everybody's looking forward towards the war. Hell, you got Cersei dressed all the way up with short hair now. Yeah, sure, she had her march of shame, but now there's some. Who would you be like? Who would you want to? Whose house would you want to be in? What house would you be part of?
On Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
the house I want to be part of is no more.
You want to be?
I actually
the Boltons,
the Martells.
Okay.
They had
the Martells are still around. The grandma's still there.
No, that's the
Tyrells. That's the Tyrells. Yeah.
Martells are dead.
The Martells are still there too.
No, those the Sands.
Yeah, but his
they can't have the name.
Fuck no, his brother was killed too.
Yeah. The House Martell is dead.
That's true.
Just like Tyrell is pretty much dead because there's no heir now.
There is no error, but as we see with little bit, hey, all you need is one person to carry the name.
Because someone supposedly is coming back this season, and I can't wait because he brings the house back with him. Gentry.
I don't know who that is.
King Robert's bastard.
Okay. Now, I'm trying to remember his Baratheon. That's his last name.
He's a Baratheon.
Yeah. I wasn't even a fan of Robert when he was first there, but
I wasn't a fan of Robert. But here's the thing:
he's the whole reason why this shit's where it is, anyways.
Well, no, the thing about the Baratheons was I wasn't really a fan of any of them, but they all had something that was very important. Stannis was a military leader.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the sister boy? The sister boy? The other brother, the youngest brother.
The sister boy.
He was a little sweet.
Oh, you're talking about the one that was messing around with the Tyrell?
Yeah.
Simple. It has an engaging plot, and the characters are just fucking dope.
It is, and it's by one of the best actors in the world.
Yeah. Vin Diesel's cousin.
It's crazy though, because The Rock, wrestler who's done well with acting.
Well, I mean, I'm about to say, he's been acting for his whole life.
Touche.
No, yeah.
But have you noticed Dave Bautista getting more and more roles?
Oh, he's really good.
And speaking of which, he's in that new trailer for the Bladerunner. I didn't know he was in stories,
And I mean, and the title for the original source material is fucking dope. Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. I was like,
yeah,
I like that. That sounds like a crazy 80s song.
Right.
Maybe.
We're talking about the trailer for Bladerunner. This is the second trailer now. And he said slaves. And I was like,
I just can't make enough.
I was
like, damn.
Dude, that was pretty
crazy.
That was pretty crazy. But you know what? Like I said, you can't.
I'm really curious to see how Jared Leto plays out in this too, because everybody's kind of like, dog, you fucked up the Joker, and we didn't really give him a fair shot.
Well, here's the thing: I don't think that was a role for him.
But the thing is, we didn't see him really play the role. We saw like 5 minutes screen time.
But also, I think that was something. Yeah, here's Batista. Yeah. And it's crazy because, like I said, he's getting more roles, and
he's not even being pigeonholed into different things, which is one thing I like.
So, hey, props to Dave Batista, man.
They always have him throwing somebody through a wall.
Well, he's fucking huge still.
Yeah. One of my best scenes that he was in Spectre.
Yeah, the last James Bond. Yeah,
where he sticks his metal-tipped fingernails in the dude's eyes. Just
right. That was crazy.
Interesting choice of a weapon.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, and then like I said, this movie, just the look of it.
Yeah, it's definitely very artistic looking. I mean, it's gonna be trippy as shit.
Right. Like I may see it twice, one with alcohol, one without.
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm going back and watching Bladerunner over this weekend. I actually have the original. I have a VHS copy of this.
I have it on my hard drive.
Mine is the digital remastered one.
Yeah, I have the digital remastered on my hard drive.
On VHS.
And like I said,
find a VCR.
It's a classic '80s sci-fi. You know what? That's one thing we're gonna have to talk about. Some '80s sci-fi stuff like Blade Runner. What's another good one? Terminator, easily. Yeah. Yeah, we can throw RoboCop in. It was good. It's more violent, but
RoboCop was not made for kids.
No.
I rewatched it. I was like,
but heck, neither was
what the fuck.
Neither was Predator.
Oh, you know what else?
Predator.
Total Recall.
Yes,
that's a great one.
Open your mind. That was a dope one. But yes, like honestly, I'm looking forward to this movie. It's crazy. Like I said, the second half of this year, we're gonna have some really good movies.
Yeah, cause we got what's it called? Flatliners is coming out.
Right. We got Kingsman in September. We got The Last Jedi in December. Flatliners. I mean, the second half of this year is gonna be pretty good, and could probably do better than some of these summer movies actually.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. But like I said, I'm looking forward to the second half of the summer.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, like I said, for this week's TV. I gotta watch this documentary. I know we talked about it earlier, but
yeah, what the health?
It's been causing a lot of controversy on my timeline. I'm just curious to see why.
I seen it was no controversy for me.
Yeah.
I think I watched it eating a piece of bacon. So
I love my steaks, so I eat steak like twice a week. I'm not gonna ever. I was a vegetarian. You just some you don't know. I was a vegetarian for about 1.5 2 years.
You did?
Never, ever will I do that again. It's just not. It's not
what to talk about, because I think each episode for Game. Hey, next week we got a lot to talk about.
Oh,
we got 2 season premieres. We got Valerian. We got Dunkirk. We got Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, this was the other trailer here. The Tick.
Yo, I didn't know they were making this movie.
Yeah, it's an Amazon Prime movie, but it's Tick. The Tick has his own, and he sounds exactly like him. Like I'll play for.
I didn't know this was a thing. Shit, I remember watching this cartoon as a kid.
Who didn't, dog?
It was so great.
He had the best call of all superheroes, Spoon. Hey, we might talk about that because I don't know when it's.
I had no idea they were making this.
Yeah, I'll run the trailer once we leave. But thank you for checking out this show. I mean, like I said, we could go on. We can probably give you another 30 minutes just to
watch Game of Thrones. Don't be stupid.
Catch up.
Seriously, do
HBO gives you plenty.
Do it because you love America.
Shit, they go through.
Minus the steroids.
Yep, minus steroids. Anyways, definitely check us out for the episode tomorrow, and